There are prayers that never get a no from God because they never even leave the ground the way that we think they do. James says in James chapter 4 and verse 3, you ask and receive not because you ask amiss, that you may consume it upon your lusts. That phrase, ask amiss, doesn't mean that you prayed the wrong words. It means the direction of the desires is off. You can ask for something good with a motive that is not God-centered. And that is where the tension lives, because God doesn't just respond to what we ask for. He examines the heart and examines why we're asking for the thing. Two people can pray the same prayer and God sees two completely different hearts. One person says, Lord, bless me, because they want to be a blessing. But another says, Lord, bless me, because they want to be seen, validated, and even elevated, maybe even proven right. Same words, different spirit behind it. And Scripture is clear. Heaven is not moved by performance or language. Heaven is moved by surrendered alignment. This is where prayer matures. You start off praying for what you want, but the deeper your walk with God begins when you start asking, Lord, does this even belong in my life? Jesus modeled it in the Garden of Gethsemane. He said, not my will, but thine be done. This is not a weak prayer. That is a submitted one. And here is where it gets very real. Sometimes what we call unanswered prayer is actually God protecting us from an immature desire. Not because the thing is evil, but because the timing, the motive, or the weight of it would destroy us in our current state. So before you assume that heaven is silent, ask a harder question. What is my motive here? Because purified motives don't just change what you ask for, they change who you become when you pray.